Hi everyone, it's Amanda. This is my channel, Amanda Random, and I'm sure if you've seen my videos before, you can guess what this is all about right here. I decided I'm going to hurry up and try to get some of these flip-throughs done because I have another very, very big Fauxbonichi that really needs to be shared and is feeling lonely. So I figured I would get this one out of the way, and on our last journal flip-through, I left off on July 4th? Yeah, July 4th. So, here's June. Let's get to July. Somewhere in here is July 4th. Okay, this is the page we left off on, and this was when my family was home, and we had our 4th of July party and all of that good stuff. So that was that page, if y'all remember. And then it was, I hope you guys can see this if I put it like this. I'm thinking you can see kind of decent. This page I just did some, I put the temperature up here. Here's my blood sugars. It was a hot day. It was 89 degrees, and for whatever reason I was forgiving that day. I wish I could be more forgiving. And this was indeed July 5th, and it says, "Oh my God, big news Tuesday. Uncle Mark and Carly left. They went back to Texas, so that was sad, but it was so fun that they were here. And the big news is they took my Aunt Shelly with, who never ever leaves us, so I'm kind of sad because they took her with so that she could come down there and visit for a while until she either flies back or comes back. So she could be there for like 3 weeks or more at the time they had decided. I put that I already miss her. My aunt is like my second mom, and my mom and my aunt live together, so it's kind of sad because we're up each other's butts like every single day. My whole entire family. That's why I'm so cuckoo. But anyway, it says they have a 17-hour drive back. I knew she'd have a great time, and I was proud that she went, but Jazzy was so sad. My daughter was that her Aunt Shelly, her great Aunt Shelly, was leaving. She cried and wouldn't even say goodbye to her and hid under the blankets. It was sad, but cute. Must have had something good over here. Oh, yep, my mommy made old-fashioned spaghetti tonight. That's a dish that is my grandma's that she would make, and it's noodles and spaghetti sauce and bacon and butter and grease and everything bad for you. Yeah, so of course I thought it was yummy. My dad was still here at the time from Texas. He stayed. He came to watch Avery's baseball practice. He took Avery for a ride on his motorcycle this day for the first time. I actually went on a motorcycle ride with my dad after Avery came back, and it was probably the most time I've spent with my dad one-on-one, even though I was just on the back of his motorcycle for, couldn't tell you, years and years. Sad but true. I put in here that it was really nice and it was a great memory made, and that I was glad that I went. We all said our goodbyes since he was leaving in the morning to go back to Texas, and he was riding his bike all the way home, pulling a little trailer, so I was kind of worried about him, but I knew he'd be fine. I'm glad he took time and made it time just for us. And I put in here, it's not something I'm used to as a 34-year-old woman, but sad but true. But all in all, I love my daddy. We've all got daddy issues. Well, some of us do, but I do love my daddy, and he's trying more so now than he has in a long time. So, moving on, July 6th, excuse me, was a Wednesday. We got blood sugars, 87 degrees, hot and humid, and today I was hopeful. I'm sorry if I'm talking too loud. I'm kind of got the speaker right in front of my face so I could fit these pages in so you guys could kind of see them. It says that I slept in for once. Jazzy didn't wake up until 11, and the only reason she got up then was because I made her. My Uncle Mark and them made it home to Texas with my aunt at 8 a.m. in the morning, so Shelly is safely there. And then I had a little memory in here that I put, I remember as a kid, we would always go behind the school on all of the trails. behind our school, there was the woods, and there's all these little trails they made through there, and we would have class in the woods and stuff. It was really awesome. We'd find all kinds of cool things back there: feathers, snake skins, bugs, owl pellets. Did you ever? Yeah, that was like my favorite. The barf from an owl, and then you could dig through the little ball that it would puke up, and there'd be like actual mice bones. I'm a weird girl like that. But anyway, it was always so peaceful back there. It was my second grade teacher, Mrs. Jarko, who took us back there and made me personally fall in love with nature. And I guess the reason I wrote this is because this feather here, Avery found this feather on his walk, and he brought it to his mama, so I didn't want to ever lose it, and I thought, what a perfect place to put it. And I guess this ties in with this because he goes for walks behind the school and does all stuff like his mama used to do, and he's so appreciative of nature too. He loves outside and animals and all kinds of stuff. Then over here, now this is funny because later on down the road, obviously if you've watched my videos, no, I did end up getting a kitty. But on this day, I just decided I want a cute kitty. I've been on a kitty kick lately, and I want one really bad. And I drew some little kittens and some doodles here. So that was that day. I don't want to talk so much because I don't know if you guys like really want to hear every aspect of my boring life, but yeah, we'll just go with what we go with. This is July 7th, 75. There were storms and rain this day. Whoa, I'm tipping you over. I'm tipping you over. Let's back this up. Back it up. Up here, I wrote John 15:16. I choose you. I wanted you. I appointed you. I set you where you are. And I'm going to read you some of this because that's why this is important up here. Yeah, so I'll just go on with this. This was my blood sugars for the day. And I wrote in here that, let me get this whole thing in. See if I can redo this back up, and now that I messed up my camera. Okay, let me see here. I was back up here, right? Yeah. So I put in here, today I've been questioning my choices, just random thoughts about how if I had chose a different path, what would my life be like now? Would I be happy? Maybe happier? Would I be surrounded by others who appreciate me more? Maybe less? There's sadness in my heart for some reason unknown to me, and there shouldn't be. Considering my many blessings, I need to get over this feeling and move forward. And that's just kind of summed up how I've been feeling in a nutshell. And down here it says, I often skim through my Bible when I'm in need of answers and guidance. And as I flip through, I come across the above scripture. I kind of just open it up and flip through and then point, and then I read and I apply whatever I read from that scripture. And I'm not saying like I'm some crazy holy roller that does this daily. Just when I need answers from the man upstairs, or I need to feel closer to him, or I need to figure out the way I'm feeling. So make fun of me if you want. I don't care. But I flipped through and I ended up flipping right here to 5:16. I'm sitting here questioning my life and if where I am is where I'm supposed to be, and you know, that's what's crazy. So as I'm flipping through, John 15:16 is what I land on, and it says, I chose you, I wanted you, and I appointed you. I set you where you are. And it gave me like shivers, and I realized, you know what? It's okay to feel like I'm lost. It's okay to feel like to question my life. It's okay to question. But you know what? When you get an answer like this, I feel like I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. And this was God's way of telling me, you know what, honey? Even though you're feeling this way, I chose you, I wanted you, and I appointed you. I set you right here. And after reading that, I completely felt like I was exactly where I'm supposed to be. There was no more, you know, it's okay to carry sadness around with you sometimes. It's okay to be upset and question. But after you read something like that, after randomly flipping through and picking John 15:16, yeah, it kind of just, well, I'll read it. How's that for an answer? I've been handpicked by the creator of the universe and placed exactly where I am. How does one ever feel lost after reading those kinds of words? So just this little scripture right here changed my entire day. Let's see. I just had to share that little story with you guys because it was really cool. I put in here that I have Josie and Ashlyn today and wanted to go to the pool, but it looks like it was going to rain, which obviously it did. So we had to find something else to do. So we had movies and popcorns kind of day. The girls got picked up at 5:15 by Nikki, and it was payday tomorrow, which must mean it was Friday. Thank God I hate feeling totally strapped for cash. This has been a big issue in our lives lately, and I'm sure it is for lots. Money. Ugh. Let me tell you, if the devil danced in empty pockets, he'd have a ball in mine. I also found a mulberry tree in my backyard, which is significant to me because when I grew up at my grandma's house with my cousins, we had mulberry bushes and trees. And my cousins and I literally lived off of mulberries that we would eat, just climb the tree, sit and eat all day long. So I put in here, now that's a berry blast from the past. And every memory I have from my childhood, mulberries were included. We had 3 huge trees at my grandma's. My cousins and I would eat them every day. We'd throw them at each other. We'd have mulberry wars. We'd always get in trouble for staining each other's clothes. They were a total crucial ingredient in all of our secret potions we made. We would mash up all kinds of stuff and make potions, and the base of our potions always included mashed mulberries. Oh, memories. This was July 8th, Friday. It said the sun rose at, am I in frame here? 5:20 a.m. and set at 8:41 p.m. Oh, and I'm back to being crabby. Big surprise. So I put in here that it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. I should be in a TGIF mode. However, I am not. Both girls are here, and Jazzy and Ashlyn are playing. Josie's napping. Andy forgot to pay me, so I didn't get paid, so I was kind of upset about that. What else? And then I put, good Lord, I want to take a nap. Where did I put my watercolors? Why is my dog eating my shoe? Can't the dishes do themselves? Why do I have to be an adult? Can I be done adulting for a while? Yeah, I just had a little rant there, you know? Sometimes you just gotta rant. If we can't book a Lodi trip, and that's somewhere that we go every summer, I just put in here, if we can't book a Lodi trip, it's not even gonna feel like summer. I had asked my husband to make sure he had got off earlier so that it wouldn't be a problem, and he never put in the slip for work, so they were telling him that there was really no way that he was probably going to get off anytime soon throughout the summer to go, and oh, I was not a happy girl. So this was July 9th, and it was Saturday. I apparently slacked on writing my blood sugars up here because I only have one. It was 79 and cloudy, and apparently I woke up early. I took a nice hot bubble bath and decided this mom, wife, sister, aunt, babysitter, banker, cleaner, cook, and maid, just to list a few, is going to sneak away today, and I will have the world stop, and the world will stop turning. I don't know, what was I doing this day? I'm trying to read ahead while I'm talking. Sorry, guys. I'm leaving the kids with their dad, and my friend Janelle and I are taking off to go to Stevens Point for lunch. I had an amazing lunch at Chili's with her. We sat there for 3 hours, and that was just us talking. We topped that off with some shopping at the Dollar Tree haul. We went to the Dollar Tree, so I had a video that could be made. I found so much new stuff. Gosh, it's amazing what some me time shopping retail therapy can do for a girl. And then I just put in there that we really did have a great time, and I'm glad I went, and dare I say I feel refreshed? I'm almost too afraid to say it. I took this little card from Chili's, and I put it in here and put some washi on it and just made it flip out, and it said, I tried the mango barbecue, and it was so good. It was mango barbecue chicken, right? I can't remember. I think so. Or was it a hamburger? Mango barbecue hamburger? I don't remember, but it was good. Whatever it was good. My happy day was quickly brought to a stop when Rob got back from picking up food for us later that night and came home to find out that my 11-year-old decided to be cool and get busted trying to smoke a cigarette. I'm so completely at a loss. I have so much going on in my head, am I failing as a mom? I'm completely defeated. What am I supposed to do? So lost. Now, you know what? I wasn't even going to like show you guys this because I don't want anybody judging me, but you know what? You judge away. I was mortally upset about this. Like I was so upset. And my son paid the consequences for a very long time because the friend he was with that when he was doing this, caught doing this, was told that they can no longer hang out together unless they're under the strict supervision of my husband or myself. And he had been grounded for a long time. So thank the Lord I can say that this was just we moved on from this. Thank God. This was July 10th, and it was a sunny Sunday, and I put in here that number 10 has always been my lucky number. Let's see if it helps today be any better. So even though Rob and I are still in need of a good talk, he woke up early and made us all breakfast, hash browns, cinnamon rolls, and eggs. I must admit it was very yummy. Decided we should take Jazzy and Avery fishing. And we started down at my Aunt Judy's dock behind her house, but we couldn't catch anything, and it started to rain. So we went to Fremont underneath the big bridge there in a town close to us, and basically all we saw were crayfish. But fishing's so relaxing. I don't know. I'm one of those girls. I'm a small country town girl that, you gotta love your fishing. I did some doodles and a little fishing pole, and I wrote, when nothing is going right, just go fishing. And the other one I wrote was, fishing is not an escape from life, but often a deeper immersion into it. Many go fishing all their lives without knowing that it's not the fish that they're even after. Love this one. This is often a me thing, but I'm still always after that big largemouth. Big largemouth. Down here was some rainy clouds and my blood sugars that didn't look too bad that day. 220 wasn't good, but Jazzy went and stayed at Grandma's. I figured this would be a good time for me to sit and talk with just Avery. He's apparently needing more from us, and I'm going to make sure he gets it. And this was the Mr. Naughty Pants from over here, and that was my son, Avery. Let's see. This is July 11th, and this is back to Monday, and holy man, 91 degrees, warm. I had some eyes in here, and my little quote that I did. Yeah, she's smiling, but don't let that fool you. Look into her eyes. She's breaking inside. It's kind of how I was feeling that day. Not so sure I can keep up this whole I'll be okay, I'm fine type of attitude. I just want to run away. I hate you, depression. I hate you too, anxiety. And I'm sure there's lots of you can relate out there. Anxiety and depression is horrible. Any which way you try to look at it. Behind crying eyes, I hold my fears. And this right here, sorry. This was called Crying Eyes. This was a poem I had wrote to kind of go along with my stuff over here and how I was feeling. I wrote, behind crying eyes, I hold my fears. Too many heartaches cause escaping tears. Overwhelming sadness swallows me whole. Praying for answers that can save my soul. Escaping the darkness to find a brighter day. But behind crying eyes, my fears will stay. I always write. I've wrote poems and poetry and different things ever since I was probably 6-7 years old and could write. So this is one of the ways I kind of cope with some of my anxiety and depressions and stuff. I always write, and it not just in obviously a doodling kind of type. Fauxbonichi, I write poems, and I thought, you know what, I've never added one into here so far of my own, so that's why I threw that in there. And then I reminded myself that tomorrow's a new day, and this too shall pass. So, let's see if the next day got any better. July 12th, 86 degrees, and it was crappy out. Tuesday, thank you for being nicer than Monday. Josie slept most of the day. Jazzy and I we watched Beethoven and Beethoven 2. It brought back so many memories of when we were little, and I watched it for the first time, and it was nice to cuddle and share that moment together. And then this is my horrible drawing of Beethoven, all slobbery and nasty. It was just a quick little watercolor I did. And that's Beethoven, a horrible drawing, but an amazing big dumb doggy. They're the best. I've always wanted a St. Bernard. And then I put, speaking of dogs, Nikita got off her rope somehow this morning and managed to wrap the part of the rope around the swing set. Thank God for that, because she wrapped herself back up and basically got off and then tied herself back up again. I wish huskies wouldn't always run, run, run. All of my dogs were trained to stay in my yard without any type of leash, and she's just completely the opposite. I put Brenda dropped off the money for rent. We sat outside. I showed her how to play Pokemon Go. I swear everyone's playing that game, and guess what? I'm still playing that game, and it's a new year from this time point. Mom and Shelly, who's still in Texas, by the way, got new kitchen and bathroom laundry windows put in today. My mom is so excited. Love seeing her smile. It always makes me feel better. And this was Girls' Day, Wednesday, July 13th, 2016. And I doodled that it was Girls' Day. And today we went all out girly and did our thing. Grandma got Jeannie's vehicle and just my mom, me and Jasmine, we all went shopping. Jasmine got a new scooter for her American Girl doll, which was this. She was so happy, yeah. And it was for Bailey, specifically. It was for her doll, Bailey. Excuse me, we found all kinds of shoes on sale. On clear sale. Oh, I just realized why I wrote, what the fuck. We found all kinds of shoes on clear sale. I mean on clearance. I'm talking new shoes for $3 and $5. Jazzy and Avery, Parker, and I, we had all gotten new shoes for so cheap, so that was a great score. Jazz also got her grandma to buy her some new Season 5 Shopkins, and she got her Charm Shopkin bracelet, which was right, all this stuff here came from that. I have some stickers, and then I put down here, so we made a Walmart haul video for my channel on YouTube, and Jazzy made a video of her Shopkins openings for her channel. Now we're both working in our art journals and our Fauxbonichis, and I said, you know what, Girls' Day rocked. And we did Jasmine's nails today, and they were press-on French tips, going all out girly. And this was the little girl that came from her nail, the package of nails that I did for her. And this is July 14th, 2016, and this was Thursday, and I, for whatever reason, drew, well, it's not really me, but in an aspect it is, I guess. And I put on here, she was fascinated with words. To her, words were things of beauty, each like a magical powder or potion that could be combined with other words to create powerful spells. And that was just, you know, how I felt that day. Hold your head high, gorgeous. They'll kill to see you fall. And I'm just me. And I'm going to do me. And I'm going to be proud to be me. And that was kind of what the basics of this whole doodling and everything was. It's just 100% this girl with purple glasses and a gauge in her ear. So that was July 14th. And July 15th was Friday. And I did my blood sugars and some crazy chick doodle. And then I put, never be ashamed of loving the strange things that make your weird little heart happy. Fly your weirdo flags high and proud. I am a big supporter in not normal things, in randomness, in happiness, in weirdness, and strangeness. So if it's weird, I probably like it. If it's unique, I probably love it. And here I put TGIF. Josie has been not feeling well the last couple of days, so it's been a stressful week, but it's over now. And then I put in here again, I hate being broke. Seems to be consistent throughout the year. I want to go shopping in Appleton. We would always run for the hell of it, and guess what? Not anymore. I need to win the jackpot. Guys, I realized how long this book is getting, so after this page, we'll kind of stop, and then I'll start the next Fauxbonichi flip. And this was July 16th. 2016 Saturday thoughts. First of all, this was a picture that my daughter did at school with her fingerprints, and they cut out circles and then they did fingerprints around them to make flowers, and I thought that was just so freaking cute. So I put on here, you know, we may be broke when it comes to not having any money, but we sure aren't lacking in love. My Jazzy tells me every single day, so does my son Avery. My teenager Parker doesn't usually tell me in words, but he shows me in other ways. When it comes to family, I'm truly a mega millionaire. How can one complain when there's so much to be thankful for? And I have these weird flip-flop days where this is how I feel, and then, you know what, the next day, my daughter makes me something, and then I constantly go back and count my blessings and be like, yep. So, Miss Jasmine Jane made me this. It's her fingerprints for the petals, and it says, these are the cutest, best flowers ever. So, I'm going to stop there, you guys, and I'm going to edit this video, get it out to all of you in Amanda Random Land, and then we will start over here on July 17th for my next flip through. If you watched all the way to the end, thank you so much for sticking with me. I know I lead a boring life. Sometimes my doodles are okay, but like I said, to anyone that watched this far, thank you. I love ya. And as always, thank you for watching. If you haven't already, please give me a like, please subscribe, and I'll be back soon with more. Thanks, guys. Bye.